Hello everyone. So today in this video I will discuss about regression analysis. Regression analysis is the process of predicting the value of one variable in terms of the other variable. Okay, so if two variables are significantly correlated, then we can predict the value of one variable in terms of the other variable. Okay, so dun sa ating last videos, tinest natin if there is a significant relationship between the two variables. So kapag meron silang significant relationship, yung dalawang variable na yun, pwede natin gawin yung regression analysis. Pero kung wala naman silang significant relationship, yung dalawang variable na yun, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin or gawin si regression analysis. Okay? The simple linear regression analysis deals with only one dependent variable and one independent variable. So in this lesson, we will discuss only the simple linear regression analysis. Yeah. Okay, the regression equation is expressed as y is equal to b sub 0 x plus b sub 1. Then yung y dyan, yung y, that is the predicted value. Then yung b sub 0, that is the slope of the regression line. Then x, that is the independent variable. Then b sub 1, that is the y-intercept of the regression line. The values of the b sub 0 and b sub 1 are found using the following formulas. So, ito yung gagamitin natin na formula for b sub 0, then ito naman for the b sub 1. So, para mabuo natin yung regression equation. Then, kung mapapansin, yung formula ni b sub 0 and b sub 1, yung mga values na ilalagay dyan is manggagaling doon sa table na gagawin natin mamaya kapag kinompute na natin yung correlation coefficient. Okay? Okay, now let's have an example. Okay, the following data show the number of years by which passenger jeepneys have been used and their corresponding depreciated prices in 1,000 pesos. Okay, so meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 jeepneys. Okay, so meron tayong 11 samples ng jeepney. Then, yung corresponding age ng bawat jeepney, ito nasa second column. Then, yung prices ng bawat jeepney. So, again, itong mga prices nito, mas pinababa lang. Naka 1,000 pesos siya. So, for example, 85, meaning it's 85,000. Ito naman, 103, ibig sabihin, 103,000. Okay. So, mas pinaliit lang natin siya para mas madaling makompute. Okay, so ano yung first natin gagawin? Determine the regression equation for predicting the price of the jeepney in terms of its years of usage. So, alamin muna natin yung equation. Yung kanina, yung y is equal to b sub 0x plus b sub 1. So, yun. Then, second, predict the price of the jeepney which is 3 years in use. Okay. So, kapag nakuha na natin itong 1, yung equation niya, pwede na tayo mag-predict ng prices ng jeepney. Okay? Okay, so step 1, okay, kailangan muna natin makompute yung correlation coefficient or yung R. So, ito na-discuss na to sa mga naunang video. Okay, so yung X dyan, yan yung age ng bawat jeepney, then yung Y, yan yung prices ng bawat jeepney. So, again, kukunin lang natin yung summation of X, meaning, i-add mo lang tong lahat para makuha si 58. Then, yung summation of y naman, so i-add mo lang ulit to para makuha yung summation of y. Then, next column, okay, kunin natin si x and y. Ipag-multiply lang si x and y. Okay? So, multiply mo lang yung corresponding age and prices niya. Okay, so next, i-add mo lang yan. So, para makuha yung 4,732. The next column, yung x squared naman. So, lahat ng value ni x, ito, is squared mo lang. So, for example, 5. 5 squared, that is 25. Okay. So, ganun lang yung gagawin. Then, add lang din lahat para makuha si 326. Then, last, yung y squared. Lahat ng y, lahat ng values na nandito, squared lang natin. For example, 85 squared, that is 7,200. 25. Then, add lang ulit ito para makuha yung summation of y squared. So, ang total niyan is 96,129. Okay, so kapag nakumpleto na natin yung table, pwede na natin gamitin yung formula ng correlation coefficient, di ba, para makompute na natin. Okay, now let's compute for the correlation coefficient or yung R. So, ito na po yung formula niyan. Okay, so kinuha ko na rin yung kakailanganin natin dun sa ating formula, yung mga summation dun sa table. Okay, so ito na po yun. So, yung next step is to substitute all the given dito sa ating formula. Okay, so titingin ka lang dito sa mga given natin, lahat ng summation. Sasalpak mo lang siya dyan sa ating formula, then compute. Okay? So, pwede nyo i-recheck ha kung tama ba yung nakuha nating correlation coefficient. Okay, so yung na-compute nating R is negative 0.92. Okay. Okay, so after natin makuha yung R or yung correlation coefficient, we need to test the significance of R using the t-test. So, kailangan naman natin siyang i-test. Diba? Remember, yung regression analysis, magagawa lang natin yan kapag yung ating dalawang variable ay merong significant relationship. Okay. So, first, let us use the 0.05 levels of significance. Okay, so first step, we need to state the null and alternative hypothesis. Again, the null hypothesis, meaning there is no significant relationship between the number of years by which passenger jeepneys have been used and their corresponding depreciated prices in 1,000 pesos. Okay, so ganon kay null hypothesis. There is no significant relationship. Then, while the alternative hypothesis, there is significant relationship between the number of years by which passenger jeepneys have been used and their corresponding depreciated prices in 1,000 pesos. Kaya alternative naman, there is a significant relationship between the two variable na meron tayo. Okay, so yung ating critical value of t at 0.05 level, this is a two-tailed test. Then yung ating df or yung degrees of freedom is equal to n minus 2. Yung n natin, that is the sample size. Kung ilang sample meron tayo, which is 11. So, 11 minus 2 is equal to 9. Okay? So, yung ating critical value is positive, negative 2.262. O, saan nakuha si 2.62? Doon po sa ating table. Okay? So, ang kailangan natin doon is yung level of significance na 0.05 and then yung ating BF. Okay? So, nandito po yan. Okay? So, since two-tailed tayo, dito tayo titingin sa two-tailed. Then, hanapin sa 0.05. So, ito po yan. Then, yung DF natin is 9. Okay. Saan magmi-meet yung dalawa? Okay. Doon sa 2.262. So, kaya yung ating critical value is positive and negative 2.62. So, gagamit lang tayo nung etong table. Okay. Okay, next. The computed t-value is obtained by using this formula. Okay, so computin naman natin yung t-value. Okay, so using this formula, okay, so t is equal to r all over the square root of 1 minus r squared over n minus 2. Okay, so yung r natin, yung na-compute natin kay step 1, which is the negative 0.92, ito na yan, over the square root of 1 minus r ulit, negative 0.92 squared, over n minus 2, yung n natin is 11, minus 2, then compute. Okay, so pwede nyo ulit i-recheck. So, ang ating computed value is negative 7.04. Okay, ngayon, titingnan natin kung nasa rejection region ba yung ating computed value. Okay, so gamit tayo ng normal curve. Okay, so i-plot muna natin yung ating critical value na ito, 2.262. Okay, so assume tayo na nandito yan. Negative 2.262. Then nandito si positive 2.262. Yan. Okay, so ito yung ating rejection region. Okay. Then yung ating t-value or yung computed value natin is negative 7.04. Okay, so ito yung ating rejection region, yung may shaded part. Then, itong nasa gitna, yung kapag nag-lie dyan yung ating t-value, meaning we need to accept the null hypothesis. Okay, so si negative 7.04, so nandito po siya maglalay. So, negative 7. So, nasa negative, nasa left side. So, assume tayo na nandito si negative 7.04. Okay, so nag-fall siya doon sa ating rejection region, meaning we need to reject the null hypothesis. Okay, rejected si null hypothesis, meaning accepted si alternative. So there is a significant relationship between the two variable na meron tayo doon sa number of years by which passenger jeepneys have been used and their corresponding prices. Okay? So, kapag ang answer natin is merong significant relationship doon sa ating dalawang variable, ibig sabihin, pwede nating gawan siya ng regression analysis. Okay? Pero kapag ang answer natin is accepted si null hypothesis, meaning there is no significant relationship between the two variable, ibig sabihin, hindi natin pwedeng gawin si regression analysis. Okay, next step, since there is a significant relationship between the age and then the depreciated price of the jeepney, we can proceed to regression analysis to predict the price in terms of age. Okay, so again, pwede lang natin gawin si regression analysis kapag merong significant relationship yung ating dalawang given na variable. Okay, so to compute for the b sub 0 and b sub 1, okay, so gamitin natin yung binigay na formula kanina. So, ito po yun. Okay, so unahin natin si b sub 0. Okay, so kakailanganin natin ulit yung given kanina dun sa step 1. Yung na-compute natin ng mga summation. So, nilagay ko ulit siya dito para mas madali nating ilagay or i-input dun sa ating mga formula. Okay, so b sub 0 is equal to n. So, yung n natin, again, the sample size yan. Kung ilang jeepney yun, which is 11. Then, summation of x, y, which is 4,732, minus the summation of x, 58, times the summation of y, 975, all over n, 11 yon, times the summation of x squared, which is 326, minus the summation of x. So, squared down the summation of x. So, 58, then squared. Then, compute. So, compute lang natin using your calculator. So, makakompute natin na b sub 0 is negative 20.26. So, again, pwede nyo siyang i-recheck. Okay? So, kapag na-compute na natin si b sub 0, sa b sub 1 naman, kasi kay b sub 1, kakailanganin natin si b sub 0. Okay? So, b sub 1 is equal to summation of y minus b sub 0 times summation of x over n. Okay, yung summation of y natin is 975 minus the b sub 0, which is negative 20.26 times the summation of x, which is 58 all over n. So, n natin yung sample size natin, which is 11. Then, compute ulit. Okay, so, ang compute natin for b sub 1 is equal to 195.46. So, kapag na-compute na natin itong dalawa, si b sub 0 and b sub 1, pwede na tayo mag-create nung ating regression equation. So, ano ba yung equation natin? Y is equal to b sub 0 x plus b sub 1. Okay. So, substitute na natin yung mga na-compute natin dyan. Okay, so the regression is y is equal to, so yung b sub 0 natin is negative 20.26x plus 195.46. So, ito na ngayon yung gagamitin natin formula para ma-predict natin yung prices ng jeepney in terms of age. Okay? Okay, so using the equation or regression equation na nakuha natin, pwede na natin masagot yung pangalawang tanong sa ating problem. Predict the price of the jeepney which is 3 years in use. Okay, so alamin daw natin yung price ng jeepney kapag 3 years na siyang nagagamit. So using this equation, y is equal to negative 20.26x plus 195.46. Okay? So, yung x dyan, that is yung years. Okay? So, input lang natin doon sa ating x. Substitute lang. So, y is equal to negative 20.26 times 3 plus 195.46. Then, total of 134.68. So, ito ngayon yung price ng jeepney kapag 3 years in use siya. Okay? So, since the prices of the jeepneys are expressed in 1,000 pesos, we multiply 134.65 by 1,000. So, therefore, the predicted price of a jeepney which is 3 years old is 134,680 pesos. So, ito ngayon yung presyo nung jeepney kapag naka 3 years in use na siya. Okay? So, that's all. Thank you, everyone.